What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today Paul Feig is still blaming men for his failure of a movie known as Ghostbusters 2016. And he's showing his bitterness by jumping on the bandwagon, the SJW bandwagon, for Charlie's Angels being a failure and how Elizabeth Banks blamed it on men. And now Paul Feig is jumping into it. And, like, seriously, does anybody out there actually have any sympathy for Paul Feig at this point? Ghostbusters 2016 failed for so many reasons. First and foremost, it was a bad idea from the start. Even though when it was announced, I tried to show support for it. I did. I liked some of Melissa McCarthy's movies. I enjoyed a couple of Paul Feig's movies with her. So I was like, you know what? This is not really what I want, but I'll give it a shot. You know, because whatever, man. Let's give it a shot. And then, eventually, they really bogged down onto the identity politics and everybody's racist and sexist and all this other stuff. And I just got to the point where I just refused to go see the movie. I just didn't want to go see it because of all the nonsense surrounding it. And you know, I even fell for some of their tactics at first when they were saying it was all these racist and sexist men and all this stuff, and they were kind of, you know, posting things out of context that people were saying, and I wasn't really aware of how they were actually inciting the fans. But eventually, we got to the point where the movie completely failed miserably, and it deserved to fail because it was a piece of garbage. I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna see it. I've heard from enough people, and the numbers speak for itself. The movie was a pile of garbage. And Paul Feig is still very bitter about that because he believes men are the reason that this movie failed. It has nothing to do with his bad ideas, his bad script, his anti-man script. It has nothing to do with the fact that they took a pre-existing property and just shit all over it. It has nothing to do with that. No, it's all men's fault because men were intimidated by women. That's not why they went and saw it. Well, that's the same thing that Elizabeth Banks is now pulling on her whole, Charlie's Angels failure. She blamed it on men because men don't want to go see movies with women. And then yet you have all these women online saying, no, I didn't want to go see it either. It looks like garbage. But they don't acknowledge women when they go against the narrative. They will never acknowledge a woman unless you repeat the points that they want you to repeat. So here's Paul Feig saying, anti-male, virtue signaling. God, you guys are boring. So a movie starring a woman has an agenda. A movie starring men is just a movie. We got it. I'm sure Elizabeth is grateful for your mansplaining. Thanks for taking the time to be helpful. Amazing. Amazing. Now, what's the tweet in question here? This at Elizabeth Banks. I knew when Ford versus Ferrari and Midway were out, but not Charlie's Angels. And like Paul Feig's Ghostbusters, the marketing you did have was to women, perhaps even anti-male. Want men to attend your film? Market to them. Don't exclude them with virtue signaling. I agree 100% with this. I agree 100%. But hey, Paul Feig says that Elizabeth is grateful for your mansplaining. And how pathetic are these people? Like, how sad are you that this many years later, you're still blaming men for your failure of a film? Unbelievable. It's hilarious. And I continue to laugh at every single thing that these people say. They're living this bubble. They live in this bubble where nothing is real. Everything is fake and everything is built around their victim narrative. And they will never acknowledge their own mistakes, their own bad decisions. They're always going to create a victim narrative and a victim card because they are not responsible for their own actions or their creative decisions. All of their creative decisions are nothing more than built to be identity politics driven and virtue signaling. And when the public rejects these things, like almost always happens, they always find an excuse. They will never acknowledge when women out there are saying, I didn't want to see this movie because it looked like trash. Oh, those opinions don't matter. It's all angry men, and that's the narrative they're going to build around it. These people are lunatics, and nobody takes them seriously. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. What do you think about Paul Feig going full SJW, because he is an SJW? And how do you feel about the fact that this many years later, he still has not let go of the fact that he blames men for his failure, and now Elizabeth Banks is running with the same tired excuse? It is absolutely hilarious. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.